It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Hope your day's off to a great start so far, and welcome to Studio E, East Daily Download. We're here to have some fun today, take you around Eastern North Carolina, just do some cool stuff. So, speaking of cool stuff, one of the cool things about this show is WNCT has a mobile app, and on that mobile app that you can get for free at Google Play and the App Store, you can watch the East Daily Download anywhere you go. It's great. So let's say that you were headed out on vacation. Let's say you were going to, where could you go? Let's say you're going to go to New York for the weekend to see a Broadway show or whatever. Well, that's great because you can also watch the East Daily Download there because you get the mobile app and you can watch on the go wherever you are. Okay, that's my sales pitch to you. Check it out. Now, today we've got a big show in store for you. Right now we're going to kick things off with our friend Angie Casada in A Loving Home. Let's take a look.
Hearing the stories and seeing the difference you could make in a life, and not that there's anything wrong with people that go through fertility treatments and all that, because we went through it.
Patrick and Wendy Cardenas decided to learn more about adoption.
We actually regretted not doing it sooner.
When it came to the infertility issues,
It didn't work, and that might have been God's way of saying that's not gonna how it's gonna be.
and after learning the high amount of children in foster care across the state, the couple decided to adopt.
Knowing that they wanted it, and so we wanted it as much as they did.
Martine,
And Martine especially, my oldest, he's very perceptive.
Creative. He's very creative. He loves to draw. He loves to write. He's an avid reader. He loves reading.
Adrian,
I almost want to say it in because he's very energetic and dramatic, and
Each of us brings something individually to our family.
a family is not who gave birth to who. That's biology. Biology is a science. Love is an emotion.
It's very emotional because I oftentimes wonder what would have happened to these kids if they didn't come into our lives.
The long forecast, the 7-8 day forecast, that's what I like to see. That lets me know ahead of time what the weather's going to be like. Jerry does a good job. He lets you know when something is finna transpire. I have the app on my phone and the radar on my phone so I can keep up with that. It helps me know when a storm is coming up and what the weather's going to be like and what's bad. One moment I really appreciated was when Hurricane Florence was about, and the way Jerry really let you know what was going to happen. That was one moment that made my decision for us to leave town at that time. Because in Craven County, we got hit bad. And Jerry really emphasized how strong the storm surge was going to be, how much wind we was going to have, how much damage was expected. So that gave us the determination to leave town. So that was one of the great moments, I believe, was with Jerry's forecast of Hurricane Florence. I just wanted to say, y'all continue to do what you're doing.
This is Bernie Ritter. I'm the news director at WNCT in Greenville, North Carolina. We're here in our new WNCT digital studio. We want to be able to give you information, news and information now, not waiting for 5, 6. We'll have things like Delisa Robles, who does our Spanish speaking news segment, afternoon news updates, special reports, breaking news can come out of this room, because we're not like doing conventional broadcasts. This is where our news has been going for a long time, what we're calling WNCT Now.
So whose show is this anyway?
Y'all feeling all the feels? We beat the bullies. Can I be a part of your family? Yes! Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, I mean, like takes care of your soul.
And your butt if you want to grow?
Stop shoveling snow and watch Kelly Clarkson.
East Daily Download is all about local businesses. If you're interested in having your local business showcased, contact Joel Bullard at 252-355-8520 or jbullard@WNCT.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the East Daily Download. I just want to remind you, we're on Facebook, so you can find us under the East Daily Download when you do your search. We tend to post stories there, like from our good friends at Crawlspace Pro. We've got the Greenville-Pitt County Chamber of Commerce story that we do. Live at Whirligig Stage, when Lauren interviews musicians like David Lee Jones. We have his interview and performance. We tend to put those up there. Anissa's Fashion Friday, Farm Report. So you see a lot of good stuff, and that's what it looks like. So when you're out in the prowl to try and find it, that's what it looks like. And we'd love for you to like the page, because we know that you can't always watch on the mobile app. You can't always be in front of your TV at 7 a.m. You can't always go to WNCT.com under the download tab to watch the show. So the social media is another option. Use the hashtag East Daily Download. We'd love for you to follow and like us so we can be friends. It'd be great. I mean, we're friends already. Okay, so we still have a lot of show to come, and let's start that off by taking a look at this next story, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
1948.
That's the year Mr. Henry Mack moved to Carver Village.
Wasn't no Carver Village. I bought the foundation. They're just starting the houses.
The World War II veteran purchased the land when he was just 27 years old. He's now 98.
Buying people and trade it all down.
How much did you pay for it back then?
$4,500.
Oh, really?
That was like $1 million.
Little did he know the investment that he and others made more than 70 years ago would help raise generations. Some have gone on. Others, including Mr. Mack, never left.
But I've seen it growing from nothing to it.
Named after noted scientist George Washington Carver, the historic neighborhood is located west of downtown Savannah, just beyond the on-ramp to Interstate 16. It was established to provide affordable housing for working-class African Americans. With 600 homes, it was once known as the largest individually owned housing development for people of color in the world.
We just lived like family out here during that time. Everybody, just like family.
In its heyday, doctors, lawyers, teachers, even world-famous musicians were part of that family.
I moved there in 1960. However, I became affiliated through childhood friends as early as 1950, almost 10 years before I moved there. Some of my best musician friends came from Carver Village. Jimmy Lloyd Brown from Brick. I played with his mother. She was from Carver Village, and the late Bobby Green, one of the best musicians that Savannah has produced, was from Covey Street.
Adams lived on Elliott Avenue. For 44 years, that was home.
Of course, all of my kids grew up there, and that's all that my wife knows, not being from the States. She moved from Japan to Elliott Avenue.
There were several businesses in our area. Dry cleaners, we had our own dry cleaners in Carver Village. Grocery stores, there were several.
Like Adams and Mack, Richard Shinhoster says he has nothing but fond memories of Carver Village. His family home on Barton Street is still there.
I moved there when I was in first grade. Started first grade at Springfield Terrace Elementary School. This picture was the Carver Village baseball team. And at that time, we didn't have uniforms, but we were good. We won the City Athletic League Championship that year.
They say it takes a village to raise a child. For me, this neighborhood was that village. My grandparents bought their first home here on Gwinnett Street more than 60 years ago. It's where I lived, went to school, and made lifelong friends.
That seems to be the narrative of many rooted in this tight-knit community. Now the nation is finally beginning to appreciate its value. Last week, the historic Carver Village Neighborhood Association announced that the community has been placed on the Registry of Historic Places, making Carver Village a nationally recognized landmark. Those who live here hope this new distinction will reestablish a sense of pride among neighbors and solidify Carver Village as a cornerstone in our community. Kim Gusby, WSAV News 3.
Hi, I'm Darisa Robles, the social media manager at WNCT. WNCT now was born because digital is growing big and even bigger like every single day. So we want to keep up to date with every social media tools and whatnot. And we want to have more visual content for the audience. So we created WNCT now to produce live streams, podcasts, and even a breaking newsroom. WNCT now is not only broadcast, it's more than that.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start so far. The reason I'm holding this baseball is because, well, we're baseball fans here at the East Daily Download, and more specifically, we're fans of our good friends over at the Down East Wood Ducks. This is the actual ball that we were fortunate enough to throw the first pitch from the mound, even though it was right in front of the mound to be technical, whatever. But we did that. The East Daily Download team was out there. It was a great time, and I got to throw the first pitch. And it wasn't perfect, but it went over the plate. That's what counts. And anyway, we love the Wood Ducks and we love pets. And why do I bring those two things up right now? Because coming up, we're gonna have the pet visit, and we're gonna hear from our good friends over at the Down East Wood Ducks. So stick around. We'll be right back. Yay! We caught it.
Hey there. Hi. I hope you don't mind. I started without you.
No, not at all.
We are lucky to have gracing our episode this week the fantastic Reba McEntire.
We forgot about your ex-husband. The one you're dating.
I play June. I am Meemaw's new boyfriend's ex-wife.
How about that for a roundabout? So Dale, I am Dale's ex-wife.
She seems like fun.
Oh, yeah, she is. Till you marry her and then you find her sleeping upside down in the closet.
She's letting Meemaw know what kind of guy Dale is, and he might be a little bit nervous too, what I'm going to be telling Meemaw.
What are you doing here?
Me? What are you doing here?
Flirting with my ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend's ex-wife. I was wondering if you had any romantic interest in me.
Well, you don't beat around the bush, do you?
When we have someone like Miss Reba on the show, it's really, really fun, and I think Miss Reba McEntire fans and Young Sheldon fans will love it.
Annie and Wallace are icons, and when I tell people that I'm getting to do this, they're like, oh my gosh. I said, jealous some? And they're, yeah, they are. And to be, breathing the same air, it is wonderful.
So whose show is this anyway?
Y'all feeling all the feels?
We beat the bullies.
Can I be a part of your family? Yes! Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, it takes care of your soul.
And your butt if you're wanting to grow?
Stop shoveling snow and watch Kelly Clarkson.
The East Daily Download is your home for all things local. Local food, local fashion, local music, local businesses, and a whole lot of fun. Join us weekdays at 7 for the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW or on the WNCT mobile app.
About once a month, Pet Sweets in Greensboro has a special guest.
We are here to provide affordable vaccines.
Meet Dr. Bob Parrish, or Dr. Bob as he's called. He's the veterinarian and owner of Carolina Value Pet Care.
We understand how expensive basic veterinary pet care has become, and that's why we do what we do.
This is a mobile clinic that regularly sets up shop from Greensboro to Charlotte and just about everywhere in between.
One thing that we do find that a lot of people neglect to get vaccines for their pets, and that's unfortunate because we still see a lot of diseases that can easily be prevented with vaccines.
Standard vaccines are available at a low cost, and some wellness care, like parasite testing and dental products, are offered as well.
It looks like about 17.5 pounds today.
They even offer treatment for skin allergies and ear mites. So if finances have prevented you from getting your dog or cat to the vet, this mobile clinic may be just what the doctor ordered.
And looks good. Okay, all right, that's what we want to see.
It's time for this week's pet visit. We welcome back Shelby with the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina. And this guy, I think he's stolen my heart for Valentine's Day.
Yes, he is such a sweetheart. This is Guinness. He's about 2 years old. He's very nervous around new things, but once he gets used to it, he opens right up. He plays with toys. He throws them up and catches them. He's just adorable in every way.
Oh, and he's so handsome. How can you not love this face? Hi. And he likes other dogs too, right?
He does love other dogs. Well, we've been told he hasn't met any at our facility, but he did great with other dogs he's met at other places.
Wonderful. Good to keep in mind. All right, if you are interested in adopting Guinness or any of the other animals at the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina, visit them online at hsecarolina.org.
Ready? Let's start. Start at 12, that's what?
Ms. Patain is one of several Dixon Elementary teachers working in these 23 mobile classrooms. They serve as learning cottages to ease the school's overcrowding. Assistant Principal Corinne Edwards says there are no academic challenges, but Dixon's growing student population can pose other problems.
Scheduling can be a little bit more difficult, parking a little bit challenging, drop-off, pickup procedures.
The school was originally built for 700 students. It now has more than 1,000 enrolled. Overcrowding forced the relocation of 5th graders to Dixon Middle School in 2017.
We have a huge military population. I believe we're about 42% military population, and with that we've had exponential growth.
Onslow County's growth led the school district to start building a new elementary school about 5 miles from Dixon Elementary.
It's going to take a load off here and allow for some of the growth that we continue to see in this portion of the county.
That new school, seen in this rendering, will house 800 students. It will also be built to withstand powerful hurricane winds.
This school will be the first of the ones that have been built recently that will be a new facility.
Once built, both Dixon Elementary and the new school will have kindergarten through 5th grade. Dixon's current cottages will be repurposed.
So we're going to do what we can to utilize those and be really mindful and efficient of what we've spent on them, and be very mindful of the taxpayers' money and what we've done with that.
In Jacksonville, Camila Barco, 9 on your side.
What are online originals? Local stories, local documentaries, special features. Everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals. WNCT.com, your one stop for local news and weather from across the East. Visit WNCT.com for details not in the newscast.
Hey Eastern North Carolina, I'm Alexi Kay with the Down East Wood Ducks, the baseball team in Kinston, North Carolina. And I am here with two of our brand new employees, Jackson Cook and John McCormick. Both of these guys handle group sales for us out here, and we're going to ask them a little bit about the 2020 season. Speaking of, what is the best package for the 2020 season?
So we have a special 2020 package going on right now where you can get 20 tickets and 20 meal vouchers for just $280.
Well, that's a good deal. All right, so what is the best way to bring a large group out here to the stadium?
So if you want to bring a large group out here to Granger Stadium, I suggest you go to the Mother Earth Pavilion. It is a facility we have down the right field line. It is 2 stories. There are private cash bars on both levels, stadium seating, tabletop seating, all you can eat picnics, anything you'd want. You got a group of 25 or more.
Well, that sounds like a good deal. Last question I have is, I hear we have some box seats still available, which is rare. Tell us about those.
It is rare. We're down to our last 2 box seats. We have 1 6-seater and 1 9-seat box left. So if you like to come to a lot of games, you like to be up close to the action, you're going to want to call and reserve one of those boxes for the season.
So we have a lot of cool things in store for you guys for 2020, and give these guys a call for all your group sales needs. And we'll see you all on April 9th for opening day. Go Woodies!
The East Daily Download is your home for all things local. Local food, local fashion, local music, local businesses, and a whole lot of fun. Join us weekdays at 7 for the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW or on the WNCT mobile app.
Oh, hey, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. I'm just looking at my notes here, and I'm supposed to wrap the show up because we've covered all of our bases. That's a terrible pun. But hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you had a great time today. We'll see you on the next episode of the East Daily Download. And now I'm supposed to pitch to the coming up. Luckily, I've got a baseball. And luckily, Bryce is standing right there ready to catch. And she did it last time, so why wouldn't she do it this time? So we'll see you in the next edition of the East Daily Download. Have a great day, everybody. Woo!
When we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download. We're live at Whirligig Stage for an interview and performance from the band Jared. We take a look at the CBS show MacGyver.
So we're back. Tune in, because season 4 is here.
We've got Hidden History. And since it's Friday, we have Let's Craft and Fashion Friday coming your way.
I'm here with Ileana, the owner of Molecular Jewelry here in Greenville.
We'll see you on the next edition of the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.